Okay, so if y'all have any questions, you can post them into the chat. The red microphone means that you can't, if there's a red line through the microphone, you can't hear, but I have everybody muted anyway. So even if you wanted to talk, you can't. But I am going to go ahead. If y'all have questions, you can post them in the chat, but I'm just, nothing I'm saying is in order. It's just a bunch of stuff. So make sure that you're writing it down. And hopefully I don't forget anything. Leaders, if I forget anything, you can post them in the chat and I can talk about them more. Okay, so the very first thing is if you were not sent a YouTube link when you got started of a new distributor training, it has my face on it. I'm going to post that in here in this chat for you to copy and paste for you to make sure that you watch. You can go to YouTube and search Cheyenne Knox and it'll pull up my channel and it's the new distributor training. It's really helpful in case you kind of forget what I say in this. You can always go back and watch that. Plus, this will be on YouTube later. So that's the first thing I want to make sure that you've done is watch that video. The second thing I want you to know that's kind of the most important thing right when you first get started is getting your first 5 customers in your first 30 days. So I know a lot of y'all are like, well, oh my gosh, I'm not enrolling customers right now. You have 30 days to get those first 5 customers for your shopping spree. But the one thing that's super important is you have to get your first customer in your first 72 hours in order to get that $150 shopping spree. But if you do miss that, you're still eligible to get the $100 shopping spree with 5 customers in 30 days. So either enrolling your first customer in 72 hours, you get $150, or 5 customers in your first 30 days, you get $100. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all. Then your next goal is wanting to go executive. Executive is the very first rank in this company. There's 9 ranks. So it goes executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential, ambassador. So executives first, ruby second. I typically tell people just to skip over and go ruby because it's the difference between 2 to 5 people. And I always say to aim higher than the goals that you're wanting to achieve. So there's a ruby video. I can't really paste it in this chat, but it's Sydney Stapleton, Ruby in 1 month on YouTube. I love that video. I think it explains it really, really well. So that's an average of $500 a month, and that's the $1,000 bonus this month that you're eligible for. That's getting 5 friends on your team and helping them reach about $400 in sales. And you go Ruby, and that's an average of $500 a month plus a $1,000 bonus. So hello, yes. So you can go to YouTube, search Sydney Stapleton Ruby in 1 month, and that video will help you a lot if you do have questions in regards to that promotion. The next thing is a lot of you may be asking, how do I know what products we have? How do I know how much they cost? How do I know this? How do I know that? It's kind of like if you went to go work at, as a waitress, you're going to take the menu home and you're going to study the products. That's the same thing that you're going to be doing with this. You want to click your website, which is kind of like your menu, and go over the products, try to familiarize with things that we have, try to say, okay, well, this one's $39 because eventually you're going to learn them. I know all of them now, the back of my hand, but when I got started, I was like, what? We have wraps. What are those? It's okay. It's okay to not know what we have, but you're going to learn eventually because you're going to talk about them so much. So you want to go through your eSuite, which is your back office, go through, click through some buttons, try to figure out where things are, and then ask questions to your leader. If they don't know, you're going to ask in Diamond Tribe. If you're not in Diamond Tribe, reach out to me so you can be added. Diamond Tribe is our Facebook page ran by our ambassador Upline. And then we have the Boom Chat, which is where you should be added also. It's on Messenger, and it's where we talk about stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about that later, but make sure that you get into eSuite and get into your website, kind of look around and try to figure things out a little bit. So one thing I really want to talk to you about is making a schedule. Everyone's schedule in this business is going to be different. I was a college student. I was in high school when I ran this. Some of you are not in college anymore. You work full time. Maybe some of you are moms and you stay at home. Your schedule is not going to look like mine, and it's not going to look like everyone else's. So you want to make sure that you're making your own schedule that fits to your life. So if you wake up super early, work your business later. If you don't work up super early, wake up a little bit earlier to work your business. If you have a lunch break, work during your lunch break. If you know what I mean? You're going to have to come up with something that works best for you. In my little handy dandy notebook that I have here, I literally have my daily goals written out on the very front sheet of this, and I have it open next to my bed every day. It doesn't matter when I do it. It doesn't matter how I do it. It just matters that I get all of these things done for the day. So it's going to take me 30 minutes max to do my personal development. It's going to take me 10 minutes to message. It's going to take me 5 minutes to get out my follow-ups for that day, but I can do that at at any point during the day because that's the freedom of owning my own time. So it's really hard to kind of get adjusted to the fact that we literally own our time in this business and it's not like a regular job. Once you kind of understand that, it's not overwhelming. Like, I don't care if you go to school and you work full time right now and you just join this and you're like, how in the heck am I going to manage all this? It's because it's all on your own time. You don't have to worry about being able to figure out like, okay, well, when am I going to do this? You can do it right now while you're thinking about when you're going to do it, because you literally just do it right here in 2 seconds. So make your own schedule, write down your goals for the day on a sheet of paper or in your phone notes or wherever the heck you need to put it to make sure that you get them done. But make sure you have a schedule and you have those goals set out for yourself every day. So the next thing is staying organized. Being organized in this business is super important. I'm with Carly, my best friend who I met through this business. She's the most organized person in the whole wide world, and she's the one that inspired me to get this notebook because I probably wouldn't have it if it wasn't for her, honestly. And so she makes lists. She's like a list kind of person. She writes down everything. If that's the kind of person that you are and you like to see like, okay, I have all these people, then do that. I'm very visual, and I like to see it all in this binder here. And that's like how I work in the business. So I have dividers, and I have just, you don't have to be this extra. Okay, don't get stressed if you're not. This is just a sheet of paper that Cheyenne Nicholson, she's on here, she sent me this, and it's just an Excel spreadsheet with like the name and the product. So every person that I like talk to that says, oh, I'm interested in wraps, I write their name down. I write their name down and I write down that they want wraps. So that way I don't ever forget them. Because the thing about this business is you're not going to talk to every single person and have them enroll right off the bat. This business is literally all about the follow-up. Think about this. If you go look at your email right now, I guarantee you have about 10 emails from Victoria's Secret where they're like, hey, you left some stuff in your cart and you never bought it. They don't care about annoying you. They don't care that they've literally blown up your mailbox for the last 6 months and you've not opened a single one of them. But one of these days, you're going to get an email that says semi-annual sale, and you're going to click on it, and you're going to go shopping at Victoria's Secret because they emailed you. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking about it, and you're like, okay, well, I text back this Becky girl for 14 times, and she's still ignoring me, that 15th time when you say, hey, free shipping, she's going to buy from you. So always keep that in mind when you're like, well, I've talked to 10 people, and none of them are responding. They're going to respond one day when you stay consistent. So that helps when you have this list and you're organized with the potential so that you don't forget anybody. So I have my potentials in here. I have my charts. So we're going to go over that in a second, but I have like a whole section of like my promotions. And then I have this, and this is another thing I'm going to talk about next. So in your eSuite, there's a button at the very top and it says Document Library. That is where every document that you need in this business is going to be. So that's where your charts are. That's where like organization things are. That's where promotions go. That's where like business building stuff is. So those promotions I was talking to you about, Ruby and Executive, they have charts, and it's literally just a thing that you can kind of keep track of who's on your team. So this is Ruby. This is the second rank that I was talking to you about, and those 5 friends with around $400 in sales. That's what this chart is. So by having this chart, you're able to put those 5 friends in a box and physically see how far you are from that promotion. So what we do is like, say I had 5 of these girls. So here I have Danny, Cheyenne, Peyton, Taylor, and Shelby. I have all their names in here. Those are the girls on my team. I'm going to put how much sales they're getting as they're getting them. So say Cheyenne enrolled 4 people for the wraps. They're going to have wraps for $59, 54 in volume. It's going to be 54, 54, 54, and 54. And that's how close they are to getting to 400. So there's that Ruby video that I told you to watch will help you understand the promotion a little bit more. And that's not what this video is about, but you're going to understand that more and more as you go, and make sure you're talking to your upline about it. It's not as confusing as it seems, I promise. Just you're kind of like, what the heck did she just say? It's okay. Talk to your upline. They will help you, and watch that video on YouTube that I told you to watch. But making sure you're organized, writing down your goals, writing down what you need to be doing every day, it will help you, because you're going to thank yourself one day when you're about to go double diamond and you're like, heck, I wish I would have wrote down all my potentials that I've had because I don't know who the heck I've talked to over the past year. You'll thank yourself later. Write stuff down. The next thing is messaging. So when you first got started, your upline sent you a video, or no, rephrase, a message to send out to your friends and family. The way that we work our business, instead of us sitting behind a desk and selling stuff face to face, we're talking to people through like words and conversation. So when we message somebody, we're basically just saying like, hey, Would you be interested in these products? You're going to get a huge discount. I don't know if you've been like wanting some health and wellness products. That's the thing you also need to understand is literally every person in this earth has a body and there's something on it that they want to change. I know that you can figure out something on your body that you're like, man, I probably should be healthier. And man, I really want longer hair. Or my skin, I'm struggling with acne right now. I really need to like get that under control. Or I'm kind of gaining weight. I want to lose a little bit of weight. Or maybe I want to gain weight. There's something that every single person wants to enhance. And that's our job. Our job is to help them find that one thing, maybe a few things that they really want to help out. So by you messaging, you're starting that conversation with someone and you're just saying, hey, I started this business, I can help you, and I can give you a huge discount. Why not? That's what we do every single day. Our goal and my goal every day is to start new conversations with people because that's my job. So going along with messaging, you want to make sure that number one, you're following the scripts that your leader is giving you. If they ask you to send screenshots and you're not sending them, they can't help you. So you're literally out here you don't know a single thing of what you're talking about, and you're having these conversations and you don't even know what you're saying. Don't do that. Don't be that person because you could literally ruin a sale or like not get that potential to actually buy from you because you didn't ask your upline what to say. Make sure you're sending screenshots to your upline, number one. Number two is making sure that you're getting those messages out. You can't sign up customers if they don't know what the heck you're talking about and you don't get the word out to them. Make sure you're messaging and make sure you're sending those screenshots to your upline. Number three is making sure that with following those scripts that your upline is sending you, make sure you're asking questions at the end of each response. So this is having a one-on-one conversation. So if I'm talking to you, I have to give you something to respond to. So if I give you the description of a product, you have to end it at the very end, like, sound good? How does that sound? Sound great? Question mark, because then you need to give them something to give you feedback off of. If you send them the price, how does that sound? If you send them the description, does that sound good to you? If you get what I'm saying? You have to have something that's going to be able to converse back and forth. And I want you to also understand, people are going to be assholes to you about this. They're going to be like, why are you messaging me? Oh my gosh. You know what you do? You just move on, okay? Number two, people are going to ignore you. It is going to happen all the time. But what I'm telling you now is they may ignore you now, but I can't tell you how many times people have slid up on my stories or messaged me and I scroll up a little bit and they ignored my original message. But it's because I've been working my business. They come to me and they're like, hey, what is this keto coffee that you're selling? Because I was consistent. So you are, number two, let me reiterate, you are going to be ignored all the time, but it's okay. You move on. Number three, you're going to be blocked. People are going to block you because they don't know how to be a decent human being and say no. It's okay. We all get blocked. I get blocked all the time. I'm like, bye. You're going to get blocked. You're going to get told no, and you're going to be ignored. Now that you know all those three things, do not let it upset you because it does not matter. Those people will come back to you. If they don't, so long. Bye-bye. This is my business. This is what I'm doing. And that's that. You're going to have people tell you that this business is a pyramid scheme. And this is what you say. It's not. Okay? That's all. And I'm going to tell you so you kind of have a backstory, and I think it would have helped me when I got started. Jade Hooper is one of our direct uplines. She's number 4. Cassie Montoya is number 2. Cassie is under Jade, and she's higher than Jade. Bam, not a pyramid scheme. This business is broken down to where it doesn't matter if the people underneath me, some like Cheyenne on here, for example, she can go Ambassador Diamond tomorrow if she wanted to, and heck, she might. But she's under me, and that doesn't mean that I promote. So I just want you to be able to have some backstory in case someone's like in person with you, and they're like, you're in a pyramid scheme. Why'd you join that? You're going to be like, well, the number 2 income earner in this business is underneath the number 4 income earner. That's all. Mic drop. Okay. So people are going to tell you, this is like a scam. We've been open for 18 years. If it was a scam, we'd be closed down by now. That's all you have to say, okay? And if you don't care enough, like literally I block those people. I don't even care to explain it to them because they're going to be ignorant anyways. So all of that goes along with messaging. People will block you. People will tell you no. People will be rude. People will be ugly. People will tell you that you're part of a scam. People will tell you that you're part of a pyramid scheme. But my job every day and what your job should be is to make money, to change lives, and to change the opinion of others just by your actions. You don't have to tell them. You can literally just work your business every day and become successful and start promoting and start making money. And they'll be like, maybe it's like not a scam. Maybe she's like the smart one. I don't know. Don't let it bother you. And do not let them quit. Like, don't let them make you quit. because then you're proving them right. That's what they want. They're jealous of your success, and they're jealous that you're able to, you know, do something different. Let them talk. I've dealt with it. I was super young. I was 18 when I started this, and people have been mean to me the whole time. But look at me. Look at them. That's all I got to say. Next thing, use products. Use our products. We have the best products ever. I promise you. But I promise when you start getting your own results and using them, people will come to you and be like, hey, I saw your results with this. Or, hey, what do you think of this? And you're able to actually tell them, oh, I love it because I use it, and look at my before and after. The moment I got my first before and afters, like good before and afters, was when I used keto coffee and chocolate greens. I lost like literally 9 pounds in the first week of drinking that. I got my own before and afters, and I went double diamond that month because I was able to show everybody what I was doing, that it was working. And, you know, you can show other people's before and afters all day long, but the moment that they're yours and people that you know see that, they're like, oh, they do work. She's not lying to me, or she didn't edit this picture, or whatever. So make sure you're using the products. You're getting some products in your kit, which is great. If you join for this like $49 deal, you got 2 packets of keto coffee, 2 packets of keto energy, 2 packets of greens, defining gel, and a box of wraps. Use them. Yes, you can sell them, but I wouldn't. I would use them because hello. So get your own results. Take pictures with them. When you get your kit in the mail, dress up, do your hair, put on some makeup, change shirts a couple of times, change by a different window, go outside by a tree. Take a picture with each individual product so that you have stuff to post. I know when I first got, like, my very first product was Preventage because it was $25 and that's all I could afford. I love that product, okay? I still use it and I refuse to run out of it. But that's the only picture I took pictures with. So when I got started, I was like, look at my Preventage. Yeah, look at my skincare. And it's all I could promote because it's all I had, okay? So, but I sold the heck out of Preventage. I think I got like 6 customers from talking about that when I first got started because I had a passion behind the freaking Preventage because I had it and I used it. So then once I started using keto coffee and keto and chocolate greens, and I got results with the wrap, and then I used the cleanse, I felt so much more passionate to talk about it because I had my own results. So I was like, not that you're uncomfortable that you don't know if the products work, but you're uncomfortable because you don't know if the products work. You get me? You're like, okay, I joined this business and I'm promoting them, but like, I hope they work. I don't know. So that's why I say, like, once you start using them, you're so much more confident in what you're doing. You don't care if people say no. You don't care if people are rude to you because you're like, hello, I used them. It worked. Look at my belly, you know? So that's just what I want you to do. And I want you to get that $150 shopping spree by just enrolling 5 customers and order those products so you can take a ton of pictures and it's free. Free is good. Okay. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. So like I said, I started in high school. There were a bunch of people I was terrified to talk to because they were those girls that sat at the table next to me that like whispered about everybody next to them. And I was like, I'm not going to talk to them because they're going to be rude. Don't prejudge people. Don't say, oh, well, they're probably going to say no, so I'm not even going to message them. Don't do that because you're missing out on so many customers, so much volume, and so many sales just because you're afraid to talk to them. So make sure that you're talking to people. You're not prejudging. Kind of like that 30 list that you're supposed to make, your dirt list. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you feel like you're kind of lost and your upline hasn't really helped you a lot, be sure to reach out to me too, or reach out to another leader that you see. You're not alone just because your upline may be new and may not know how to train you yet. Don't take it out on them, but reach out because you have help. I want you to know that. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, ask me later after this and message me on Facebook or something. So you should have made your dirt list, which is 30 people that if you were selling dirt, they would buy from you because they support you. Don't say while you're making that 30 list, oh, I'm not going to put Carly on there because she's going to make fun of me. I'm going to skip over and go on to 30 and make someone else. Write her name down. Message her anyways because the worst thing they're going to do is say no. I feel like y'all are like, oh my gosh, they're going to be rude. They're not. They're just going to be like, no, or they're going to ignore you like I told you. So reach out anyways. The next thing is let your leader lead you. Okay, I know when you get started, you want to be super confident and be like, I know what I'm doing. I know what to say. You don't. And that's okay. You don't know what to say because we say certain things. And I know, like, we always ask you, send screenshots to me so I know what the conversation is. Because I know you may think that if someone tells you no, that the conversation is over. It's not. I know you may think that if someone says this, it's over. We have certain things to say to everything. So send screenshots. Send screenshots, okay? Send screenshots to your leader. Let them lead you, let them help you because they care, they've been through it, and they want to help you. Then another thing I want to go off on that with, if you're discouraged, if you're feeling upset, if someone was rude to you and you're like actually letting it get to you and you just want to like cry about it for a second, go to your leader. We've literally been through everything that you will go through. I've been blocked. I've been mocked. I've been told no. I have been in certain situations that I don't know how to get out of. I've, handled this, done this, been through that. I want you to come to me. If you're discouraged, I'm not some like Nazi leader that like doesn't know how to have a heart and has not gone through anything. I've been through everything you have, and so has your leader. So reach out. If you're feeling discouraged, come talk to me. I can help you through it because I've been discouraged too. So yeah, let your leader lead you, and don't think that you know everything because you just joined this business and you think you know everything, because you don't. Your leader is going to help you. And then one day you will know everything and you'll be thankful that you reached out to your leader and had them help you. So if your leader has sent you scripts, so I know like if someone says workout, we have a certain thing, or someone says weight loss, we have a certain thing that we send. If someone asks what's the price, we have a certain way that we say it. If someone says like, what is this product? We have a certain description that we say. Ask your leader. If they don't know, ask in Diamond Tribe. Don't ask in Boom Chat because that's just where we boom. But Diamond Tribe is where you ask questions, your leader, and finding someone else. So Abby, Alyssa, Lauren, Kate, me, Cheyenne, anybody in the Boom Chat that you see post a lot, reach out to them because they can help you. Like this Zoom is super important to make sure that you're getting on them. Every single Sunday at 8 Central Standard Time, we have a team Zoom. I normally have I have top leaders. I have girls that are really awesome on our team. I have me. I have like this. This is a Sunday night team Zoom. Every Sunday at 8 Central Standard Time, we have these Zooms. Yes, they are majority of the time recorded, but I don't want you to not get on them just because you're like, it's recorded. Nobody goes back and watches recordings unless you absolutely missed it because you had to. It's so much better to watch them as they're going. So every Sunday at 8, you have plans. If someone says, hey, let's go on a date, no, I have a team Zoom, because literally I know that so many girls on the Zoom can vouch. It takes one person to get on a Zoom and say one thing that will completely change your business. Completely. It takes one leader to get on and say, oh, well, I did this one day and it did this, and bam. Yes, what Abby said, you have to show up to go up. When I got started, you couldn't pay me to miss a Zoom. I was that person that was on 10 minutes before, like, waiting for you to get on, because I was so eager to learn, and I was so excited. I was so ready to hear what the leader had to say. Get on Zooms, guys. Every Tuesday, Diamond Tribe Zoom is on. It's with Courtney Bohr. So she's our ambassador upline. Every Tuesday, pretty much. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. They'll ask a leader to get on that Zoom also. Sorry, baby Riley's crying. And then every Sunday, I do a team Zoom. So the next thing, and so also, just because I say every Tuesday and every Sunday, they're not always only going to be on those days. We're going to have other leaders that are going to do certain Zooms. And then every night, typically, I have work Zooms. So like after this, when I get off of this, if y'all want to stay on because you don't have anything else to do, we just sit here and work. We message, we ask questions. So like you can get on if you're messaging somebody and you don't know what to say. You can just ask a question on there. And I'm a visual person. So if you ever get a random FaceTime from me, it's just because I like to talk and I like to talk face to face. So Ashley, I'll answer all those questions at the very end. I promise I won't forget. So you just want to make sure you're plugging into those Zooms because they're very, very, very important to get onto. You cannot grow and learn and get better at what you're doing if you're not learning. It's kind of like when you go to school every day, you're learning more and more and more. And that's what you're going to do in this business. And I know it sounds dumb, but I would not be where I am if it wasn't for me just saying, like getting on Zooms and learning. I swear I would not be Triple Diamond. I would not have a successful team. I would not have leaders if I didn't learn how to lead. So get on Zooms. I'm not saying every single Sunday you're not going to have something to do at 8 Central Standard Time. But the majority of time you should be on them, because I can guarantee you that's why all of the leaders that are on the Zoom are where they are, because they've gotten on every single Zoom and they've learned. I'm really out of breath. I'm out of shape. The Boom Chat. If you don't know what the Boom Chat is, it's on Facebook. It's on Messenger. If you're not added in it, reach out to me on Facebook again and I can help you get added. The Boom Chat, every single time you enroll a customer, we're going to count up as a team, enroll a customer or a distributor. So if I enroll, yeah, Alyssa, I like to FaceTime. If I enroll the customer, I would go in there and say, boom, LC 104, whatever we're on now. And then Cheyenne would enroll a customer. She'd say, boom, LC 105. Alyssa would enroll a distributor, boom, DT 54, whatever we're on. So you just count up as a team because it helps us like hold each other accountable. It's exciting when we like reach goals as a team, and it just shows you like, oh, dang, she enrolled. I need to enroll something, or like, you know, it's just a kind of a competitive thing. If you're not I'm not competitive either. I get you, but I just like to post booms. And as leaders, yes, Abby, thanks for saying that. As leaders, it shows us, okay, who's showing up, who's working, who's enrolling. Because I'm not going to work with somebody on my team that's not doing diddly squat. I'm not going to work with somebody that's not posting. I'm not going to work with somebody that's not sending me screenshots. And I'm not going to work with somebody that's not enrolling ever, because I'm going to work with somebody else that's working really, really hard. So it kind of shows us who is actually showing up. So the last and foremost, the most important thing that I need, if you all have like ignored me and fallen asleep from everything I've said, draw back in, focus. This is what we do every single day, and the things that I've done to get to where I am that you need to do, and you need to ensure that you do. Oh, there's a yoga ball right here. Hold the phone. Okay, in business. All right. So every day, write this down. Every day, I watch personal development. If you think I'm a nut for saying that, you need to watch personal development. Personal development is watching YouTube videos, reading Girl Wash Your Face. If you like to read books, I don't like to read, and I love to read Girl Wash Your Face. I'm sure you've seen it on social media. Read a book about personal development. Watch a YouTube video. Watch something encouraging. Watch read I'm a Badass at Making Money. Do something that's going to make your mind in a positive mindset, because this business is all about mindset. If you have a really crappy mindset and you're being negative, probably being negative already that you're not enrolling customers, you're not going to enroll with a mindset like that. You're going to sit there and be like, oh, well, no one else has said yes, so why would anyone else buy from me? I should probably just quit. I can't do this because so-and-so told me that it was a scam and blah. It is so easy to get into a bad mindset, but you cannot be successful constantly thinking about why you can't be successful, okay? I didn't do personal development for a really long time because I thought it was bogus, and I thought that everyone that did it was just a nut and they were wasting their time. But when I started doing it, I started growing, and I started becoming a better leader, and I started understanding that people are going to tell me no, and that I'm going to get upset, and I'm going to go through weeks where I don't enroll a single thing, but I'm going to go through a day where I enroll 14. That is sales. And I say it all the time, and people laugh at me, but I always say, if an electric company came into your town and they were brand new, they're not going to be successful right off the bat, and they're not going to be going to house calls and fixing electric issues right off the bat because they haven't advertised, they haven't built their clientele, they haven't got good reviews yet, they haven't had word of mouth yet. If you just started this business and you're really struggling, I'm kind of going off on a tangent real quick, but I'll get back to my goals in a second. If you're really struggling with enrolling or feeling like you're not good enough for this business or feeling like maybe you weren't made for it, just do it, guys. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, and it's a business. It's going to take some time to build. It's going to take some time for you to, for people to know what you're doing. Like, I've been in this 2 years, and everyone in my town knows what I do, and I'm freaking proud of that because I've worked every day, and I've posted every day, and I've got that opportunity out there. So if you just got started and you're like, why the heck can I not enroll a single customer? Am I an idiot? Am I just not made for this business? You're not. It's a business. It's going to take time. Cami Pentecost is a black diamond. Therefore, she makes over $100,000 a month. She didn't enroll her first customer or distributor for 6 months. How many do you think of you that would quit before 6 months if you didn't enroll something? Probably a lot of you. But don't give up, because you will be successful. And I promise you, there have been so many times that I've gone weeks without enrolling, but I didn't quit because I knew one day I was going to enroll, and here I am. So that's the first thing, personal development. Second thing, we message every single day. I don't mean message 5 people. I don't mean message 9 people. I mean a substantial amount. I message 10 people every hour. Now, that's where your schedule comes in. If you work all day and you can't be on your phone every hour, that's fine. You can do a power hour when you get off work. But I message 10 people an hour. So that means around 60 to 100 people every single day. That may seem like a lot, but 10 people an hour is not a lot. Okay, so like break it down into where you think it'll fit into your schedule. Third thing, we follow. So this is where Captivate comes in. If you have an iPhone, you can download Captivate. If you don't, I think it's called Followers Chief, if it's like a Samsung or an Android. But Captivate. If you go in Diamond Tribe and you search Captivate training. I did a Facebook Live explaining how to do it. Also, you can ask your upline, but download the app Captivate. It'll help you because it follows all day long, every single day for you. So you're constantly getting new people to your page. I forgot my phone. I'm going to go get that so you can answer your questions. Give me 2 seconds. Now I'm really going to be out of breath. Okay. So we follow and we have new people added to our page every single day. And that's how you know who to message. That's how you know who to post to, because you have new people that don't have a single clue what you're doing that you get to introduce this business to. What else do? We follow up. So save this message in your, hold on. That's a follow-up. If any of y'all have a follow-up, Cheyenne, I know you do, in text replacement, post them in the chat. We follow up every single day. So say 2 days ago, your Aunt Becky was like, yeah, I want to try the wraps. How do I do it? And they don't respond. Follow up with them 2 days later and be like, hey, I don't know if you're too busy. Like, do you want to place this order? Let's get it placed. I have a spot open for you. We don't actually have spots, but that's like a marketing tactic to like get people like in the groove of like, hey, time sensitive. So text replacement. Yes, I can. Oh my gosh, so much to say. If y'all are feeling overwhelmed, it's okay. You can always go back and rewatch this and take notes again and again. It may seem crazy. You're going to learn all this eventually. But I just want you to at least know about it so you can talk about it. So all of those are follow-ups. If you're on your computer, you can like save them. If you're on your phone, you can copy and paste them. But we follow up every single day. So that's the fourth thing. So we message, personal development, follow up, and we post. Posting is the most important. If you don't post, nothing else will work. I don't mean posting once a week. I don't mean posting one thing on your story every day. I mean, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can go follow me right now. This is not a shout out, but this is just so you have someone to follow. And then I'll post about other leaders that you're able to follow on from there. My Instagram is SAVASHEY, just so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about when I say this. Every single day, I post a live post on Instagram. So this selfie right here, I was talking about how it's the last full day to join for $49, blah, blah, blah. This, I definitely did not eat this breakfast. I found this picture on Pinterest, but I sure did act like it was my food. And I just talked about how I was enrolling customers and it was $49 to join that day, blah, 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 blah. Here's a picture of my coffee in front of a cute wreath. Took this picture, edited it, make it look cute, talked about how I love keto coffee. The next thing, this, I went outside on Carly's front porch, took a picture of my mug in front of a fall pillow and talked about keto coffee and how I was looking for some weight loss product testers. This picture, definitely not me. I found it on Pinterest. Again, cropped the head off and bam, it's me suddenly. Talked about how I was enrolling people from my bed, okay? You do not have to take every picture that you have. Go to Pinterest, follow other leaders, follow top leaders in this business. That's what I did. I follow a bunch of people that I like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll post that. Oh, that's a good caption. I'm going to take that and I'm going to edit it, not copy and paste. I'm going to take it and use it as a template. So if you follow any of us, make sure that you're just copying it, pasting it, and editing it and making your own, because you don't want to post the same thing because Facebook algorithms are not our friend. Okay, yeah, that's the 5 things. Post every single day. Oh, screenshotting people's stories. So say you joined me. I post on my story all day long, okay? I mainly post them on all at night, but throughout the day, if whatever I'm eating, whatever I'm doing, if I did my hair, if I did my makeup, if I bought something new, if I went shopping, I post it all on my story, okay? So this is what you do. You click on it. Hi, Lauren. This is pretty Lauren. She just went diamond. So screenshot this. You hold it down so it gets rid of my name up here. Hold it down, screenshot it, post it to your story. Bam. I do that all day long, every day. It doesn't matter if you have 34,000 things on your story. People are either going to watch it or they're not, but you give them the option. So post on your story, post on your Instagram once a day. I post on Facebook about 3 times a day. Message, follow up, post, interact, personal development. It may seem like a lot, but it all takes about 10 seconds to do. So that's that. Now I'm going to answer the questions that were in the Boom chat. If you have any last minute questions, you can go ahead and post them in here. I'm going to answer them pretty quickly because there are a lot. So if you do miss it, you can always go back. Okay. Audrey said, what do you do when you're at a roadblock and you're messaging daily and not getting any progress? That's where being really consistent comes in. That's where doing those 5 things every single day, like I told you, it's a business. So you may go a week without enrolling a single person, but then the next day, bam, because you were consistent, you enrolled 7 people, or 7 people reached out to you about it, and then you have 7 new potentials. So if you got started and you kind of hit that roadblock and you don't know who else to talk to, be consistent. It's a business. It's going to take time, and I cannot preach that into your head enough. There are so many times where I have not enrolled very many customers this week, mainly because I was focusing on distributors, but I was like, oh, I'm going to enroll a ton of customers today because I'm going to message a ton. I messaged a ton of people today and got like 5 responses and didn't sign up any customers. So don't get upset when you're not enrolling, because this is a business for life, the way I look at it. So if I'm not mass enrolling now, I'm going to be enrolling consistently for the whole time I'm in this business. So don't get discouraged if you're not enrolling. Just keep doing the same things you're supposed to be doing. And as long as you can put your head on the pillow at night and know that you did those 5 things you're supposed to do, and you feel like you did your job enough, you're going to enroll. It may not be right then, but you are going to. Jensen, when following new people and searching for a new market, how do you do it? Captivate. Search Captivate training in Diamond Tribe and our team page. Watch the video, get familiar with the app, and make sure that you constantly add to that so that you're growing your market. Kinsey, what do you do when everybody you've asked has turned you down? Same thing. Being consistent, guys. Constantly doing those things, posting. So this is one thing I want to tell you that's going to help you with that. I had a distributor enroll like 2 months ago. I asked her, how long did you watch me before you decided to join this business? She said 8 months. I said, do you ever like anything? She never liked anything. She never commented. She never talked to me. She never messaged me, nothing. And then 8 months later, she messaged me and said, hey, I'm ready to join. And she went Ruby in the first month. Okay, Ruby is the second promotion. She did that in 30 days. And I'd never heard of her before. So when you feel like no one's answering you and no one's signing up, and you may feel like you've been in this 2 weeks and you haven't enrolled a customer, like I said, it's going to take time. But when you start enrolling and you start doing that consistently, people will just flow to you. And when you're taking time to do those things, it's going to work. I promise you. Don't get discouraged. Don't get upset that you're not enrolling in mass amounts. And if you see Boom Chat and you see all these people enrolling, 9 times out of 10, it's because they've been in this for a little while and they're actually reaping the harvest of what they've been doing for the last 5 months. Okay. Jessica, how do you post in order to get distributors and you don't have big successes to talk about? So what I talk about with y'all a lot is when I started, all of us had to start from ground zero. I started with a group volume of 0. I had no sales, nothing. And I started from the bottom, literally. Okay. I had to post as if I was a super huge successful person, and I wasn't yet. So what I did was I talked about what I was going to do with It Works. What is this business going to do for you? Are you going to earn that $1,000 bonus? We don't know. I hope you do, but talk about it. In every post that I was posting, I was like, I'm going to earn a $5,000 diamond bonus. I sure as heck did not know if I was going to earn that diamond bonus. I didn't even know what diamond was, but I was going to earn the bonus. Didn't know how, but I talked about it. And so when I went diamond, everyone was like, what are you talking about? I thought you were already diamond, because I talked about that freaking diamond bonus every second. I probably talked about it in my sleep. I didn't know how I was going to get it, but I did get it because I talked about it every single day and I manifested and I did it every single time. Okay. So Jess, I know that like whoever's on this that hasn't promoted yet, if you just joined, you're eligible for that $1,000 bonus. That's getting 5 friends to join you and helping them start their business and $1,000. Talk about it in every post. Hey guys, no, don't start your post like that. What do you mean not? Hey guys, don't say that. Okay, so like this one, for example. Literally, this is what a life post is. I love that I can sit in bed, help enroll so many people who are taking up on this deal. The fact that it's literally only $49.50, not anymore, but when it was, to change your life right now blows my mind. 2 years ago, I paid $99 for the same opportunity, and I've turned it into a 6-figure annual income. What you can do in that situation is say, I just joined this business and I paid $99 for the same opportunity, and I'm going to turn it into a 6-figure annual income and a 5-figure monthly income. Literally, just take everything I say and say, I'm going to. Doesn't matter if you haven't done it. You're faking it till you make it, okay? That's our motto. So if you want that $1,000 bonus, which I know you all do because you obviously clicked submit because you're like, I'm going to make some money with this. Make some money with it and talk about it. Say, I'm going to earn a $1,000 bonus literally working from my own time. What people want to see is real. They want to see you working a full-time job. They want to see that you are a full-time mom. They want to see that you are in college and you're doing this at the same time. People see this and they're like, oh, I can't put that on my plate. I have too much stuff to do. But obviously, like, I know I worked my business all while going to work and going to school. So talk about that. I love that I'm able to work from my phone, be in class, and help sign up customers at the same time. I love that I paid $99 in order to turn it into a $1,000 bonus, and I can't wait to earn that. Bam. Nowhere in there have you had a success story, but you're talking about how you're going to make one. And I hope that helps you too. I still haven't got my first customer. Any tips? Watch this Zoom and learn, be consistent, and do those 5 things every single day, and you will enroll. What I did when I got started, which I know some people don't have supportive families when they first get started. Some people, everyone's life is different. When I got started, my mom was my first customer, my dad, my aunt, and both my grandparents. They all enrolled because I literally went to their house and was like, here's my website, pick something. I did not give anybody the option to tell me no. That's kind of how I am though. I'm super red and super like, all right, you're doing it. And so I just told them, hey, you're going to get a 40% off discount. I joined this business. I'm your blood. You love me and you'd buy dirt for me if I was selling it. So buy a product. Don't give them the option to say no because they're your family and they're going to help you get started. So even if it's like a $25 product, make them buy it. Say, you know what? You spend this at Taco Bell. Buy it for me. Okay. Connie, what do you do when you walk up potential through ordering, but they end up not actually signing up? Several times I've had PDLCs talk about sending their screenshot, but they never do. Follow up. Send those follow-ups that we send in this and just follow up every single day because I feel like y'all follow up so many times. If they don't block me and they don't tell me no, I'm still going to follow up with them because obviously if they were annoyed by what I was saying or if they truly didn't want to do it, they would say no. So just keep following up every single day with these people because eventually they're either too busy, they don't have the money and they don't want to tell you, or they just don't really want it. But if they don't really want it, they're going to say no. If they don't, I'm going to keep following up with them. So if you have a potential that does that, I have it all. 3 people were supposed to sign up today and all 3 of them ghosted me. Why people do that, I could not tell you, but I don't care because I'm still going to follow up with them and they're going to enroll one day because I know they are because I'm going to pester the crap out of them until they do. That's all those, and then I'll answer the questions in this chat. So if you have any more, go ahead and post them because I'm answering stuff. Ashley Fontenot, I hope that's right. Can pregnant women use the products? What I say is I always say if you're concerned, you can ask your doctor, but my team and my customers are like pretty much always, what's the word I'm looking for? Approved to use our products because they are all natural and plant-based. So you can just say, if you're concerned, you can definitely consult with your doctor. And then I typically just go through the process, recommend products to them. And if they ask for the ingredients, I send it. If they say they're ready to order, I let them. But if they all, like, obviously I give them the option to ask their doctor. If they don't ever mention anything about it, I sign them up. But I did my job by saying, hey, you can consult with your doctor if you want to, but my team is approved for them majority of the time. That's what I say. But don't say, yeah, you can use them. Sure. You have to like kind of mention if you're concerned, you can ask your doctor. Caitlin, I'm pretty sure it's followers chief, but you can also Google it. Caitlin, that app doesn't follow people. It just shows you who follows you. I'm really not sure. Get an iPhone. I always recommend that on Zooms. I couldn't imagine having an Android and working this because I can't send voice messages or FaceTime or anything like that. So get an iPhone. Let's see. Are there any questions? Yeah, Alyssa, make sure to flood your story, guys. Like, flood your story all day long because people that do want the products are going to watch everything. People that are on the fence about joining are going to watch everything. Doesn't matter if you post 90 things or 9, they're going to watch all of them. So, like I said, the people that want to watch them will, and the people that don't want to watch them won't. That's how it is. Shay on every live. Hey, guys! Yeah, so true. I was scared to ask my mom because I thought she would think I'm nuts. I asked, though, and she bought 2 products today. Yes, Jenna. Seriously. I'm not kidding when I say do not prejudge people. People will buy from you if you make them. Like my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, you're going to buy greens because I know you want them. She bought them. My dad still buys from me. Like, people, when you get started, your family is, like, not anybody that you have to worry about annoying because they're going to buy from you eventually because you're going to be in this forever. So, like, might as well start now. How do you convince them the products work? Kenzie, I send before and afters. Results don't lie. Connie, sorry I forgot to ask this sooner, but what products are vegan? If you go to It Works Product Coach, like go to Google, type in It Works Product Coach and type in vegan, it'll tell you all the products that are vegan. If you also like want to know gluten-free or what products have this ingredient, you can Google It Works Product Coach and just type it in and it should tell you. If not, you can always ask your upline. But if y'all don't have any more questions, that's literally the most word vomit I've ever done. I've literally not stopped talking for 49 minutes. But make sure you have your daily goals written down. Make sure that every Zoom that you can be on it. I'm not kidding. That is how you will be successful if you show up. I cannot tell you that enough. Make sure that you're talking to your leader every chance that you get, because your leader is going to work with people that are working with them. If you're posting screenshots, if you're posting every single day on your social media, if you're trying, you may epically fail in your posts. They may look like crap, and you may one day, a year later, look back and be like, how in the heck was I successful? Because that's what I did. I look back at my post and I'm like, why did I post that? That was literally so bad. Oh my gosh. But I'm here now because I tried. I was willing to fail in order to go up. So talk to your leader, work with them. I promise you it'll benefit you, I swear. Make sure that you're posting every day, following every day through Captivate, interacting on Instagram and social media and building those relationships, making sure that you're following up with those messages that we send in this chat, and make sure you're doing personal development. Also, yes, if you are willing to go live on social media, I was scared out of my mind. The first live, the back of my shirt was literally wet. I was sweating so bad. But now I go live all the time and I start them like, hey guys, like Lauren pointed me out on. I go live all the time and it helps just build, it's kind of like a FaceTime. Like you're face to face with these people. Like they are watching it like this and your video camera's on it and they're watching it. So it's like you're talking to them. I'm always like, and you need to join this business and you need these products, because you're literally talking to them on Facebook Live. I go live all the time, so if you want to go scroll in my videos tab, there's you like a billion examples. So yeah, I hope this helped y'all. Make sure that also, if you're in the Boom chat, do not mute the chat. This is how you're going to fix it. So all of you, open your Boom chat, get your phone, open your Boom chat. All of you, don't just ignore me, everyone. Go to Boom chat, click Boom chat at the very top, and it's going to scroll over to settings and it's going to say notifications, okay? Game messages, turn it off. Message reactions, turn it off. Member request, turn it off. I leave mentions on because if somebody tags you in it, you want to be able to see it. Don't mute it because you're not going to know what's going on. I have to listen to the notifications all day. I love it. It doesn't bother me a single bit, but don't mute it because you're not going to know what's going on. Y'all suck, literally. So anyways, I hope this helped y'all. Make sure you get on Zooms. Make sure you're talking to your leader. Make sure that you go back and watch this if you are confused. Make sure that you've watched the YouTube video, okay? Because that's going to help you a lot too and answer a lot of your questions. And let's go get your first 5 customers, earn your $150 shopping spree, get your first customer in 72 hours, and focus on going Ruby. Those are your goals, okay? I love y'all. I hope you have a good night. I will post this on YouTube. Y'all are ridiculous. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.